back to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Your boy DJ KO. I'm glad you guys tuned back into the show. Oh, I forgot my name not DJ KO no more. My name is Black Adam for the second part of the year. So you guys got to start calling me Black Adam. Shout out to everybody. I'm glad you guys tuned into the show. It's gonna be a great show today. But before we get started, make sure you love somebody. Make sure you hug somebody. This is Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month. So make sure if you know somebody, you yourself need some counseling therapy, make sure you go find somebody because this is the month to do so. And I'm an advocate for it. The Culturally Distinct is an advocate for mental health. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It is, especially in black men, we need it. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox, so it's all good. So shout out to my sponsor, 605 Adult Beverages, Call Audio, Red Coral Universe. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys for sponsoring the show. And the person that viewed it, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Guys, today we have a special show today. I'm waving to the crowd over there. We have a special show today, man. And this is a show that I think is going to be pivotal in terms of conversation because everybody that I know, they have some type of entertainment that they do, and it equates to music, right? So it's a curator that does the music. You have the singer, right? You have the DJ. You have DJ, and you have the maestro, right? Some people call it the maestro. In Jamaica, they call it the controller. Y'all know about that?
The selector.
The selector. Blah blah blah. Right? So today I got two guests on the show today that names that you guys familiar with and are going to be familiar with. I like to introduce them. I got my girl DJ Super.
Don't act like, come on, Black Adam. Now you better.
DJ Supastar over here. How you
doing? Hey, Black Adam. But you really changing your name to Black Adam?
DJ KO.
Okay, DJ. Oh my God. Okay. Well, hey, Black Adam.
You gotta go Superstar. Y'all hear on the radio all the time. You know what I'm saying?
93.7 The Beats. Yep. iHeart. Yep. Yep. Hey. Thank you.
Also, I got newly to Houston.
Damn.
Right? What, about a month?
Yeah, a month.
Oh, you new. Yeah. Oh, you a virgin. You a virgin.
Brand new, Virginia, yeah.
Virginia. What part of Virginia?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Oh, you the South. Yeah. Way South. All right.
Yeah,
shout out to DJ Prodigy, man.
Hey.
Sure.
Welcome to the H.
And both of you guys are DJs. I can't put myself in a category because these guys have a big name. I'm just a small fry, and it's not about me.
Stop it.
It's about you guys. So anyway, look,
I'm still tripping on Black Adam. I'm sorry,
Black
but
Adam.
I'm going with that.
That's a new thing, Black Adam. So let me ask you guys this.
Yeah.
How did you even get into the realm of DJing?
I got a long story. You gonna be? Okay, I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. Okay. But so let's see. How did I get into? Oh, so basically, this was after college. Actually, after I finished Prairie View A&M University. Are we still going? Okay. So this was after college. But let me start here. I've always been into music as a kid. I can play. I played the violin and the clarinet and the piano growing up. So music has always been a part just of my DNA. It wasn't until after school, after college, that I woke up. I was like, I want to be a DJ. Random. I was working at Southwestern Bell before it was AT&T. I know that's old school. I go Southwestern Bell. And then I just was like, I wanted to go DJ, and we lived off of Westheimer by Guitar Center. And I walked over and got a Funk Master Flex starter kit. It was like this weak ass turntable. Can we cuss?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, weak ass. Well, okay, sorry, Flex. Yeah, I can't even say. I was gonna say it was kind of weak ass. But I mean but it was like some little turntables and a starter mixer. And I kind of taught myself at that time. And it wasn't until Ali, it wasn't until it was this club off of Richmond called I forgot T-Town.
Mhm.
And T-Town used to have happy hours, and that's where Ali, the comedian now, he's a big time comedian now. Um, they had him and GT had a record pool called Key Players Record Pool, and he was trying to holler at one of my friends in the parking lot, and of course I was like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and he was like, I told him my DJ I just started, and he was like, "Well, my friend is looking for people to train how to DJ,"
Mhm.
and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I started going to the record back then it was record pools.
Yeah.
That's how you got your music. You didn't download it. It was
You took it back.
Real deal.
yeah,
Before
real deal.
Napster, right?
Yeah.
Before Napster. Remember
First
Napster?
of all,
Yeah.
Napster was
Crazy.
cheating.
Yeah.
Napster changed the game.
I know they
I
did.
swear.
Napster.
They lost a lot of money, too.
Napster changed the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. But anyway, but I don't want to keep going.
No,
But
you good.
so I ended up going to the record pools, and then I started DJing these basketball games at Fundy Rec Center.
Okay.
And back then, that's when all the basketball players that lived here used to come and play in the summer. And then that's kind of like I
How you
kind of
got started?
started like that in Poetry Lounge.
Okay.
So yeah, I would do that, and then
Oh,
I'll finish telling the rest of that story. But that's how I got started.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Prodigy?
Man, I've been DJing for 19 years. So when it shit started in high school for me.
Okay.
So freshman in high school, I used to just party. And all my guys back home were big DJs. Like, we was known in the area for just throwing crazy parties.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just watching my guys come up. I'm like, y'all niggas is turned. Like, why y'all so lit every week? And we, like, everybody, we just party. And I'm like, one day I just hit my mans up. I'm like, yo, put me on. Like, I'm tired of just coming to the party being just a party, dude. I want to get in the mix. And he was like, you do? I'm like, yeah. So I used to go to my man's house all the time. Stay going to his house. I'd take his equipment from him, practice with, and what happened? I'd take the equipment from him. He'd be on some shit like, he'd have a gig or some shit. My man's here sometimes had to come to my house and take the equipment back from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, man, fuck, I'm having a brain fart right now.
So
I'm having a brain fart.
how you just took the equipment? Who taught you?
Oh, my man, DJ Mano.
So he taught you
He put me on. Yeah,
how to
for sure.
count?
He taught me like from ground zero how to count the beats, how to like just overall what he really taught me. He really taught me. He was like, the main thing of what you need to do is know how to read a room.
I got
If
you.
you don't worry about all the crazy shit right now. Just look at the room and just gauge where the people want to go.
Right.
Don't worry about doing no scratching. Don't worry about blending. Just read the people right now. So even in the beginning, like, I don't know how it is for DJs now. Like in the events, like in the events nowadays, you go out and catch people like DJing that's only been DJing for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even allowed to go
Right.
outside and DJ.
Right,
for,
until
like,
you knew
yeah,
what
I
to
wasn't-
do.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
You were skilled enough to handle
so
it.
like
Yeah.
even with me DJing for like a year, 2 years, I wasn't
You
able
would
to
go
go
and
outside
stand, and do that.
gigs.
Right.
That shit wasn't even a thing. So it was like, it was damn near like a probation. Like, bro, don't
Yeah.
do nothing. Don't mess the game up. Nothing. Like, just stay out the way, learn.
Right.
So like my first 2 years, I'm just learning, soaking up game, practicing. And I used to literally, I used to lock myself in my room and allow you not practice at least like 4 to 8 hours a
Really?
day for sure.
DJing?
For sure.
So you know that the 5 pillars of hip hop, and DJ is one of them, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
why DJing was respected so much by
Man.
our culture. You know,
Yeah.
started off in the Bronx. You know, with they take the what's my man? Not Funk Master Flex.
Cool hurt.
It's Cool Hurt, but it was another guy. He was teaching the actual like technology. I forget the brother name. I'm gonna think about it, but he was actually thinking about the technology on how the needle hit the record and how the BPMs,
Mhm.
the 45 to 33 or whatever. But no, that's the origination of it. That's why it was so respected in our culture. I want to ask you guys this: how did you guys select your names? Because Superstar and Prodigy. Because if you just talk to somebody, a superstar is somebody that's extravagant. That's somebody that's above everything, right? And a
Yes.
prodigy is one of a kind,
Yeah.
right? How do you
Yes.
guys select your name?
I'm about to make you laugh so hard. First of all, this was when I was at Southwestern Bell. Okay, I was out of school. making like back then like 20 some dollars an hour, thinking I'm
Oh, you was
balling.
balling back
Going
then.
crazy.
And yeah, and man, R.I.P. to Ken Wembley. So I would throw these parties at my house. The people that worked at Southwestern Bell was like my guinea pigs. So anytime I would practice DJing, I would be like, y'all come over after work because we lived like a block away.
Okay.
Y'all come over to work, happy hour, and I'll just sit there and DJ in my living room. That was it. And I was coming up with names one day at work, and Ken was like, "Oh, you should be Lola Falana." I was like, "What? Lola Falana, nigga?" I was like, "What I mean, no Lola Falana?" He was like, "Lois Lane." Like he was just saying all these names. Like you should have a moniker, like you coming in. I was like, I don't want to do all of that. And in college, shout out to Prairie View, HBCU.
Shout out to PV. I got
You know,
I'm gonna shoot
hey,
y'all.
you better, you
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
I know. My email address.
Was what Superstar?
Superstar. My email address was superstar1114 at Hotmail.
I'm about to say. I was gonna say Black
Hotmail.com.
Planet.
And this was my business information class.
Oh wow.
So we had to come up with
Email
with
address.
these email address.
You're right.
So back then I put that. So as we was sitting there, I fast forward after college, I'm talking to him. I was like, Lois Lane, all these fake names. I was like, I ain't doing that. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use my email address. And it wasn't until later on when I really started like branding myself and doing all of that. I was like, I'm going to drop the PER and do super and just do PA and then Superstar.
Came
That's
about.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Email
That's
address.
unique. The email address, right? In business
But I am
class.
a superstar. I mean, whatever.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
So Prodigy came about. At first, I ain't gonna lie, same stories like her. I was bouncing around with just different names at first. And my man, same guy, Mano, he was telling me, he was like, find a name that defines you. Like, find a name that sticks with you and it has to have a meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I was saying all these little dumbass names just because I wanted a DJ name. So I'm saying stupid shit.
Right.
I'm like, and then it just hit me. I'm like, Prodigy. He was like, go look it up and tell me what it means. So I went and looked up. I went and looked it up. And the definition of prodigy is a younger individual with exceptional capabilities and qualities.
Absolutely.
And I was like, damn, that shit's deep.
Daniel's son.
Yeah,
real deep.
and it just resonated with me. It was just so like, all right, this something right here. Let me just ride it out.
Right.
And he was like, stick to it. So
that's it.
That shit
the rest is history.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys this, because we was talking about this off camera, but this is something important, especially. You say you've been DJing 19 years. Mm-hmm. You've been DJing 20 plus years.
20 years, something.
Right.
20 plus.
So
yeah.
I've been DJing like 15 years. So the thing is, I want to ask you guys this. And this is from seasoned individuals. So I want you guys to listen, younger DJs. No knock to the younger DJs. I like the younger DJs. But put everything in context. How was it trying to get on, right? Like, how was it in Houston and in Virginia? How was it just trying to get on to get that big gig, or just to get a gig that way you see your name, where you could get out there so you could get another gig? How hard was it?
Man, I don't know.
It
was hard.
That shit was damn near like hazing. That shit was bad. It was like ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. One, so just one of them things of like. Man, I don't even want to tell my story of the shit I went through, but it was like...
It was that bad, man?
That shit was horrible, bro.
Just to get on?
To get on, that shit was horrible, because ain't nobody gonna just give you no shot.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I had to damn near bully my way into it. Like, just be available, just stay out, stay in the mix, stay relevant. And it was just like, what would I say? To get that first big gig, when my name started bubbling, I would say... I ain't even gonna lie, my first big gig, I didn't even get paid for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I was just out there, I was just taking gigs and just, I'm a believer in like, you gotta sometimes do things without expecting shit in return.
Right.
So I was just trying to just work. Fuck, I want to tell the story, but it's bad.
Well, I'm gonna tell my story.
Go ahead.
Shit, I'm gonna have to get a shot on this. It was hard as AF.
Yeah.
Because it was not cool for females to DJ back then. It was not cool.
Oh, that's true.
I had to prove myself all the time. Like, I mean, all the time. Like, I remember going into clubs, some of well, if the promoters didn't know me, but I'm talking about the owners of the club. Like, sometimes they would think I was somebody else, or they'd be like, "Oh, you the DJ? Oh, really, you know what you're doing?" Or, you know about the red and white chord? I'm like, "Yeah, I know what the RCA chord is." It was just like real slurs, real. I got a
Jazz.
chip on my shoulder being a female DJ. Um, but it made me harder, and it made me stronger, actually, because it wasn't, I understood it. Because once I started, my work showed for itself.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it was like, yeah, eat crow. I remember one time, shout out to Steve Rogers, shout out to Lisa Rogers. So we had this spot out here in Houston called Milkshake Thursdays. It was the best spot on Thursdays. Like, I mean, downtown. So the way Houston nightlife works is that we rotate like downtown, Richmond, Midtown, like that.
Hmm.
Like it's like a weird thing. I've seen every club here in Houston turn over their names like three to
Right.
four times. So during this time, this was when the clubs was popping downtown. It was Milkshake Thursday. Everybody was going. And I remember I had just started DJing, and I was so fearless. I had no fear back then. I remember having these cards, and I had my face as a cartoon character back then, because I had just started doing poetry lounge, but I was just out there, just hustling. Shout out GT. The best advice he gave me was do any and every gig,
Mhm.
paid or non-paid.
Wow.
Mhm.
Most of the non-paying gigs that I took
That's
were the best
Yes.
gigs
telling you.
ever.
Telling you.
Bookmark, one of the best first paying gigs I got was with Aaron Glenn, the pro football
Yeah.
player. Well, now he's a big time coach,
Head coach now.
head coach
Yeah.
for the what football
For the
team?
Jets now.
I don't know, but the best way to get in is through the wives. So I got cool with the wives. I shout out to Devney. Needless to say, I remember DJing at their house for this event when I first started DJing. It was, because people was mesmerized at the fact that it was a female DJ
Hmm.
carrying turntables. We'll go back to that, but
Yeah, we gonna go
yeah,
back
we
to
go
that.
back to that. But I remember, y'all, my first uh she paid me $1,500, and I was
Mm.
like, wow, I didn't
Mm.
got $1,500 DJing at somebody's house. And I thought that was like I
Mhm.
had arrived.
Hmm.
But in the club industry, it was very hard to prove myself. Very hard to prove myself. I don't even, it was after, like, even after I did a DJ reality show, it was still like, well, it was different kind of, but it was still kind of like a weird kind of proving myself. But it was hard. But it was needed, and the younger generation has to understand that nothing should is like really it's the false notion that everything is like so fast and given to you, or everything is going to happen so like instant, and it doesn't happen like that, especially in the DJ game, because it's kind of like a long session of
Man.
You got to put your work in. You
yeah,
got to
you
put
got to
your
put your
time in.
work
You
in
put
and
your
your
work in.
time.
So what's funny about that story? I, I talk to DJs all the time, and they tell me their hardest, like how they got on and everything like that. I understand. Like my first gig when I first moved to Houston in 2011, I wasn't even like trying to get on like that, but I had a big network from my university, Southern University from
Yeah.
Louisiana. We had a lot of people alumni here, so I was just
Yeah.
DJing because they needed somebody, somebody they trust,
Mhm.
and I wasn't really that good like that. You know what I'm saying? I was
But
just,
you was like,
I
I'm gonna
take
be
it.
out
It's
there.
gonna be 500. I take it.
Right.
But yeah, man. But I want to ask you guys this. Now, you guys are part of that technique generation, right?
Mhm.
Technique 1200s,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You mentioned something, carrying the crates,
Yeah.
right? You got to carry about 7, 8 crates.
Full of shit.
Well, you know what I used to do? And oh man, I know we had this talk, but I found my crate the other day, and I still have
The record,
my
order?
records in order. So
the BPMs.
not BPMs, it was the way that I rocked the party.
Mhm.
That's how I would line the records up.
Got you.
Like
So
and then you would have them pull up, and you have to pull them up.
So I want. So the thing is, a lot of people don't know
This
what
is
that
so
means.
weird.
So
Oh yeah.
So, and you got to go into it. So back then, when they say dig it in the crates, so the new DJs they have on what is that? Serato.
Yeah.
It calls crates,
Ooh,
digital crates, right?
Riddling.
So on digital crates, it's like back in the day, they used to have hard crates, like physical crates that you carry. But Serato now milk crates, right? Serato now has digital, and these youngsters don't know how it took. You guys had to put the
stickers for cue points.
Yes,
on the records to mark the records on where you wanted the record to start, as opposed to setting that little cue point in your Serato with the color dots right there. You had to put those dots on the physical record and run the record back, find it,
yeah.
and then release it.
So,
which took technique.
What do y'all prefer?
Shit, we was just saying techniques. Old school, yeah.
Over the.
It makes you feel like you.
It's real.
The controller.
It's you controlling the music.
It's real.
Really?
I mean, as far as the what's the word I'm looking for?
If you got 2 gigs that night.
No, I'm saying I would definitely take Serato now.
I would have somebody else set it up.
Just because it's so it's so easy to use. But I'm like, it's just like a comfort thing. It's like it's home. It's home.
Really?
The 1200s is home.
So I was listening. You know, it's crazy. I was listening to a debate that they had. Jazzy Jeff was on it, and like the turntable DJs had a beef with the sync DJs, the button DJs, right?
I can't stand that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when I find myself being lazy doing this, I'm like, damn, why am I doing this push button DJ shit? And then I go back to
mixing. But the thing is, so he said this. Now I want y'all opinion on this. Jazzy Jeff said, honestly, it don't really matter. He said, as long as you rock the crowd, y'all rock the crowd.
For sure, that's the main thing.
Because the crowd don't know what's going on behind the board.
No,
as long as you rock the crowd.
Yeah.
What you guys think on that?
I would say, like, again, just go back on that topic. It's like Serato is cool because it lets you get super creative, super fast. Versus having them records, like you shuffling through shit. You could just be on the spot, like, boom, I'm coming up with this, coming up with that. You could just do everything on the spot.
Yeah.
You're not doing that shit with crates.
No.
So it's like.
Yeah. And like, man, but it just kind of, like, if somebody was to ask me to do a set with my records, I'd do it.
I'd rock that shit.
I would.
Really?
It would be would be a cool old school set, but you know, I enjoy that because it brings you. It's the nostalgia of actually DJing, and we was talking about this before the show started. Like when the whole CDJ era started. Shout out to DJ Aggravated. I remember him saying, "Oh, you about to DJ with CDJs? Oh, you whack." I was like, "Well, damn, my back."
Yeah.
And that was back then. However, now I understand, and because if I could go back, if somebody else could set up my turntables every time to DJ, and if we had the records, the records that's out on wax, oh yeah, I would go back to that.
I'm telling you, that shit is a vibe.
Yeah, it's just different.
That shit hard, man.
Shout out to DJ Reeks and them.
Yeah, Reeks still do it
because they still do it.
The
And
Waxaholics.
Spinderella just came. She was here in Houston this past weekend, and she's did her DJ set on 45s. For those that don't know, those are real small records.
Yeah.
And she did a whole set on 45s, which was pretty dope.
The ones your dad brought home.
The little dusties.
Yeah. And your mom,
the extra large
The little
CD. Extra large CD.
Extra large CD.
Right.
So yeah.
So I want you guys to put it in order. All right. What's most important for a DJ? For you guys. I'm just gonna name them out. You guys put them in order. Rocking the crowd, mixing, spinning. Well, I want to say spinning, scratching. What's the most important? From 1 to 2.
For me,
rocking the crowd,
Oh, yeah.
mixing, or scratching.
I would say number one.
Or MCing. Put MC in there too.
Number one is rocking the crowd for sure.
Okay.
You got to make sure them people are vibing, having a good time.
All right.
MCing gonna definitely come next, just because, like I said, you want it to be interactive.
All right.
You want to keep that shit interactive and fun for people. Mixing for sure. Mixing is up there.
Okay,
Mixing is third because it's like You can fuck up some shit if you ain't mixing.
Right.
I would say it's hard. Mixing is like in between two and three for me.
Okay.
Because like I say, I'm a person, even when I go out, if you're not mixing properly or you just doing a whole bunch of unnecessary shit, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go home.
I got you.
And then we say scratching. Scratching is definitely it's an add-on for me.
Okay.
Like, not everybody can do it, but it's important. But I'm like, I love the scratch, but I would definitely put that as last because that's just the extra shit.
Yeah.
That's just your extras.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say rocking the crowd, mixing, MC, and then scratching. Yeah.
So I'm gonna agree. So back in the day, when was Master the Mix? So I was on the second season of Master the Mix on BET, and I never forget. I mean, they came to Houston. I tried out with all the men DJs you can think of here. So I was the only female. I made it. Needless to say, the best advice that Kid Capri and them gave me, well, when I won, they was like, "You're the only one that rocked the crowd."
Wow. Everybody else was working on it,
doing that extra shit.
Everybody else was trying to do this Red Bull challenge, scratching, extra stuff.
Juggling and shit.
And they was like, "You're the only one that played as if you was DJing, rocking the crowd. That's why you won." So from that point on in my head, it was always like, I'm gonna rock the crowd, and I'm gonna say this to you. Be honest, I'm one of these DJs. Even though I'm a roll with technology, but even in my Serato, I don't have a set playlist. Like I've seen some DJs that have like a set playlist of this is what I'm playing, this order. Every night,
Man,
and they go through that.
You can call they shit.
You go what?
Really?
And they have a list.
Really?
They have a playlist on the left side. You know what I'm talking about, on that Serato with let's just say I'm doing 50-15 of Urban Social. This is my playlist for here. This.
Wow.
And I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for the spot. I'm gonna play this. And they go down that list. For me personally,
it's a feeling.
I don't have no list.
Don't know what the fuck
I don't know what I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
I still get nervous if I'm gonna do a baby shower.
That's real. Now look, that's so true. So
I get nervous at my stomach.
I thought it was just me.
No. That means you still love it because it's like, sometimes I don't even want nobody to look at me when I DJ. Sometimes it's the weirdest thing.
I thought it was me because I ain't saying I've been DJing forever, but I'm like, every time I get a gig, I get nervous because I was like, man, I gotta you
gotta control the crowd.
Have y'all ever tried to like DJ with your glasses on?
No. Hell yeah, I have.
I can't do that.
That shit seem like that shit put you in a little bubble.
It does.
Like, can't nobody see me. Like,
nobody can see me.
Vibing,
only on good nights when I'm like, I want to be invincible. I put my blockers on, and then I just go in. Because and it's almost like a mechanism to block everybody out.
You can't see
because I get tired. Are we gonna talk about people coming to request songs? Because I don't come to your job asking you, can I borrow a pen?
But you know what? I thought that was like restricted. Now you can't do that. I thought like in a bars now, they have like a door where you can't come in. You know what I mean?
Man,
so y'all don't like when? So y'all don't hold on. Let me look at the camera in action. So y'all don't like when people come to y'all and request songs?
No.
Why not? Why?
Irritates
like,
me.
You gotta understand that shit. Like you requesting something off of what you
want to hear.
Don't nobody give a fuck about what you want to hear.
Nobody want to. Man, this lady asked me to play some King George. What she wanted Sunday? Talking about, can you play some?
Play some shit.
Tucker and King George. Now I'm in the hood, and I'm like, now why would she want to hear this? And it's slow. And I'm like, I said,
everybody's looking at me.
Like, I'm like, I don't think so. Now, if you give me a tip,
I ain't gonna lie.
And I may tip it, I may bring it back or speed it up or something. But
you can figure it out.
But it's kind of like rude, kind of asking a DJ, like, hey, can you come play this? Because that's our craft, that's our profession.
Yeah.
This is what we're getting paid to do. The promoters want us here, and we wouldn't be here. Just like, if you're working your 8 to 5 job, we're not gonna come and be like, can you do this? Like, no. So we hate.
But it's crazy. In some places, like in some areas, they set the DJ up to where you can't even get to the DJ. Like you can't even
I
like
love those.
I
type of
love those
spots.
touch
spots.
the DJ.
I remember I had a spot downtown in Houston, used to be Pisano's Shadow Bar. At one point, they had a winding staircase
You
that
can't-
would go up to the
To the-
top. Now, granted, this was when I had to carry records, but I was like, shit, nobody can come bother me up
Right.
here because they're not
Mhm.
climbing these
Right.
steps.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's and then I don't want to, and we could talk about it. I don't want to segregate it because like when I do corporate events and I do urban events, it's a totally different vibe. Like when in terms of like a song requesting, uh, what they want to hear, nobody's. So let me ask you guys this: Look, how do you guys feel? You know, you guys jamming. How do you guys feel when nobody's dancing in our urban clubs?
Go home.
Even though it's popping though, you popping, you spinning,
Like,
you know what I'm
why do
saying. You got the jams
I
rolling.
don't understand why people come out just
they
to
weird. Just to
the
sit
shit.
and
Yeah, you
look.
come and just sit. Like even the new clubs nowadays,
The
people
hookah,
go.
man.
People,
I think hookah ruined it, bro.
No, sections killed. If we're gonna go there,
Okay.
sections killed the club. Period.
Okay.
Everybody want to go out and be fucking A-list celebrities and feel like they that. I'm like, bro, take that bougie shit somewhere else. You came out to have a good time,
They
yo.
want to stand on couches and
Y'all
pop
want to stand on
bottles.
and pop bottles and flex all fucking night. Like,
It's dumb.
Hit
you-
selfies, huh?
I miss the days when you go in the club and I gotta walk to the bar to get my drink.
Right.
Like, fuck all
Man.
that bottle girl. Like, no disrespect to my bottle girls, but it's like this shit has became more so about money, and it's not about the actual fun of being outside.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it was just the whole overall experience going to the bar, get a drink. You can fuck around, and go to the bar. You find somebody at the bar, like, God damn,
I'm telling
like,
you right there.
you
Boom.
you interacting with people,
Right.
so it's like y'all crushing y'all fucking the whole vibe of just like outside experience is just
Well,
dwindling.
I think the clubs are going. I think they're listening now to most DJs because the thing is, without the music,
Oh,
you even have a bar.
I would tell you, I
No.
would tell you in a heartbeat, because people like club owners, promoters, and all that shit. I'm like, bro, if you're not trying to like, if we not working together in a situation, I'm gonna show you how fast I can shut this shit down.
Stop
I
music.
would
What
cut
happened?
all this shit
Oh,
off
man,
right
for
now
real.
and walk the fuck out.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
That's the
if
power
if
you got.
You're not gonna be talking to me any kind of way. No, like we all adults. Handle me with some respect. So
Right.
like, don't be sick. I don't work for you. At the end of the day, I don't work for you. I'm here working with you.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
like,
That is
I
true.
mean, I'm working with you. I don't work for you. I'm working with you. So if you're not giving me some type of respect, I'm gonna show you how fast I can shut this shit down.
That's true.
I'm gonna pack this shit up. All 300 plus of your people that's in here, y'all gonna be in this bitch soul clapping, and I'm gonna walk out.
We don't need no
Yeah,
music.
no music. Yeah,
Let the
like,
motherfucker burn.
yeah,
It's burn.
I'm gonna show you.
So I want to ask you guys this. So you guys all did clubs. You all did venues that was popping, right? And I'm gonna put y'all on the spot because y'all probably can't think right now, but I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. The top 5 songs. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock.
Dreams and
look,
nightmares.
and it's popping.
Dreams
telling
and
you, yeah,
nightmares.
for
I'm talking about it's
You know
popping.
what? I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm
What
sorry I
songs?
cut you
What
off.
songs do you select? 5. Give me the 5 songs that you select at 12 o'clock peak hour. It's crazy right now. Like everybody popping bottles, whatever.
Well, see, you know what? It's kind of weird right now.
It
Mhm.
depends.
The
yeah.
era that we're in,
Okay.
R&B is making a big comeback,
For
and these
sure.
sing-along songs are really like, which is so like
Like what? Can We Talk and Deborah
all of
Cox
that.
and
Yeah, all of
all
that.
Keisha Cole?
I mean,
What?
like when I see you, Fantasia, like all of those sing-along girl songs.
Yeah.
If you have the right MC and vibe around
shit
that
gonna
time,
go.
it's
Really?
go shoot. Even Melodies of Heaven sometimes.
Yeah.
It's random. It depends, but
Mhm.
I can say this:
Okay.
no matter what spot I'm DJing, even young, from Sweet 16s at 12 o'clock, if it's a turn up, to 60-year-olds, they go swag surf
Mhm.
and they
Okay.
go dreams. They go dreams and nightmare it out. If you're
Really?
in Houston, you go Mo City done it out.
Yeah, most of the
Because
time.
those are sing along songs, and those are songs that people just
Resonate with.
I agree
that
with that.
dreams that hold up, wait a minute,
Yeah.
y'all. They
I used to preach for
yeah.
times like this to rhyme like
Yeah,
this.
and it's funny because you see a lot of DJs be on some hating shit like, oh, why do you keep playing this? Like, bro, I'm
But
not playing
shit,
for
it's
you.
for the
It's
people.
for the people.
Yeah.
Like these people want to like at a certain time, like you want to hear shit that you can remember. That's
That you
like
know.
that got you turned. And I feel like to go back on what you were saying, The reason why a lot of this old music is coming back, in my point of view, is just because the new shit that they putting out nowadays, it's just like, bro, I'll take my 90s and 2000s any fucking day.
Take me back to the 2000s.
Take me back to my 2000 my era. I'm like,
you know what? That's true.
That's real.
And you know what? As a DJ, and this is something a little habit that I picked up, even when I'm DJing a club, a wedding, the Texans games, or wherever. If I'm looking out with my glasses or something, if I don't see at least two people doing their feet or doing this, then I'd be like, okay, I'm always looking for at least two to three people that's patting their feet or grooving.
That's
and
when
then
you,
I know, I'm like, oh, okay,
of.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
And it's a bonus when you see somebody dancing. And you know, now we in the era back to these R&B songs. Now we in this whole back to line dancing crap.
I
I'm
was
so
about to
sick
go
of these
there.
fans.
I was about to go there. Look, what you guys think about line dance? Because a lot of DJs, they don't
A
like
lot of DJs don't like that.
It's like, I ain't playing no
Some people-
boots on the ground or
But shit, that's what's in right now, though. I'm so sick of these fans, and I know you come, and I know. So I just came from the East Coast, South Carolina, and all of that.
Oh my
From
God.
South Carolina, ain't it? The guy.
Yes, from all of that. That shit, I know you was talking about it, Virginia.
I got here to Houston a month ago. I'm talking about, I done heard boots on the ground well over 500 times.
Easy.
I'm
Easy.
like, y'all ain't tired of putting them motherfucking boots on the ground?
No.
They ain't tired, bro.
They want to hear that shit probably like 3 times in the night.
Yeah, and I'm like,
But the thing is, jam though.
I'm not playing that shit.
You not playing it?
No, I mean, I play it, but I'm like, you want to keep running this shit back all
No,
night?
you gotta play it again.
Oh my God, bullshit.
The song, look.
One time only for me.
Really?
When the next DJ come,
Y'all not gonna play
I
it
hate.
twice?
What?
Hell
I don't
no.
repeat. I do not repeat
Oh, I
songs
repeat
in my
mine.
sets.
Mm-mm.
You repeat songs
I
in your
repeat it.
sets? Oh,
Yes,
hell
indeed.
no.
I'm
You
like-
gonna repeat
I'm-
before I let go?
That what y'all want?
Oh,
I'm like,
no. Oh, hell no.
You want to run that shit back?
Are you giving me
What
some
them
money?
fans?
No, I'm not.
Remember, it's for the people, right?
Nope,
Man.
but hey, if I heard it twice, that means somebody else in that audience like, oh, did she play that again?
I get in my head about that.
I
So
get it.
look,
I do too. I
It's
ain't
funny.
playing it.
Wu Kid was saying something. He said he was DJing a party for LeBron James in Vegas. He said LeBron paid him like say $500. Whatever song was popping at the time, he paid him to play the song 5 times, back to back, the whole song.
You coming with 500? We gonna
Okay. Can I tell y'all a quick story?
Go ahead.
A quick, cool story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go fast. This was like one of the I've had some real mesmerizing times, but this was a real mesmerizing time. So I got a call one night. Hey, Soup, you available? Oh, I have to DJ. I don't know. Well, you know the Beyonce concert tonight. I was like, yeah, I'm going. Okay, well, you might get a call. What? Okay. I was like, all right, fine. I go to happy hour. I'm sitting there downtown. I just got through setting up for the event that I have to do after the
event.
concert.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I get a call and it's it's Bun B. At the time, I didn't know him like that. And I was like, hello, what? And I'm like, he's like, hey, Superstar, you going to the concert? I was like, yeah, I'm going to the concert. And it was like, well, hey, what you doing afterwards? I was like, well, what you need? You know, it was in code. So I was like, okay, he said, you're gonna get a call in a little bit. I got a call from some lady. She got my credentials and she was like, well, just call me when you leave the concert. I have your name, all this stuff. Everything was going so fast. I get there, it was for Beyonce. Now, I had already been DJing a whole 2 hours before the door opened and she started skating by herself. It was only 4 of us in the skating rink. And I was
Wow.
like, well, I left out the part where I had like 4 shots of Patron before that because I was nervous. And I was like, is this really Beyonce skating right here? And I didn't think that. Needless to say, after she started skating, like the other doors started opening and like her family, friends, Bun B, the twins. But this was for On the Run tour, right?
Okay.
I'm getting somewhere with the story. And they, everybody started skating. Now, I knew the drummer that played for Beyonce. Shout out to Cora. It's my real good friend. She played for Beyonce, Prince, all these people. She came up, gave me a hug, blah, blah, blah. We was talking. Here come the Les twins. Can we hear Flex? This was when No Flex Zone,
Yeah.
No Flex was in. I got that request all night.
Really?
And they would come and give me a little tip.
Oh, shit.
Because I was like, well, shit, I'm going to play it.
That's
That's the
right.
only time I was like, Flex. And this, like I tell you this part of the story. Okay, so as a female, and I was there at the time, my ex-fiance, I got a tap on my shoulder and he kept tapping me. And I was like, what? And I was like, I'm DJing, I'm nervous. Beyonce out here, I don't know who else is here. I'm nervous.
Focusing, right.
I don't
Lock
know.
in.
I get a tap like this again. I'm like, stop tapping me. I get a tap again. I turn around with that black girl, like nigga. And I turn around and it was Jay-Z.
Wow.
I must have peed my pants.
Wow.
And I was like, well, my fiance stepped out the way. And I was like, "Ugh." And he was like, yo, mommy, keep it south. And I was like, I literally froze because I was like, I didn't expect. I was like, what? And I'm saying all this to say because that was during the time right before Megan popped. He was looking for that artist, and I was like, damn. Like
Wow.
now that I think about it in retrospect, like he was like, keep it south. Now shit, I just went back to the old school south because at the time, you know, and then I was nervous as shit.
Yeah.
And it's fucking Jay-Z right here. Anyway, that was my story. So Flex, No Flex Zone.
No, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's a dope story because sometimes stuff happen like that. And then, like you guys mentioned earlier, you said that always do a gig even if it's an unpaid
Man,
gig.
what?
Most of all my gigs where it was something like a high paying gig came from a gig that was a non-paying gig. From somebody that was, I'm talking about
random.
A random person
sitting the way back in the corner.
It was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a call.
Yeah.
I want you to do an event for us. We're representing Berkshire Hathaway.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
I'm like,
what?
Warren Buffett?
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
Right.
That's why you never
like
know who's watching. So
you.
young DJs, hey, you never know who's watching, who knows who.
Right.
Network game, word of mouth is still strong in these streets.
That's real. So let me ask you guys this. Equipment.
Ugh.
Have you guys ever started off outside of a Mac?
Hell no.
Never. I always had a Mac. Was in always.
We ain't DJing off no Microsoft.
I was gonna ask y'all. Y'all never got froze up on before?
Hell yeah, on TV. Oh, let me tell you. And that was when I almost shitted on myself on TV with Just Blaze standing right here.
Wow.
This how I got eliminated off the TV show. We was that reality show is real. It was 17-hour days. This was when Serato wasn't like it is now. I'm plugging up my computer. I'm going through my music. By the time I get up there in the Hollywood Hills late at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, we DJing. And
froze.
That line went through my computer. Y'all know what line I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and has never done that before. And Just Blaze is looking at this like, what? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, and in TV time, if you've ever been on TV time
is like forever.
Those 2 minutes.
Oh, it was 2 minutes. Yeah.
What felt like 15.
Yeah.
And after that, they was like, you know, my computer finally came back on, but it was too late. I did a quick little set and I was like eliminated. But yeah, my computer, that shit froze. But I'm still loyal to Apple. The Serato is compatible with Apple.
Yeah.
I don't use them.
Before I got big, like when I was first learning, I definitely had a little HP type of thing. I just remember. I had my mama shit.
Yeah.
My mama shit.
Yeah.
My mama used to cuss me the fuck out because this back in the day when like LimeWire and this shit was like.
LimeWire.
I used to fuck her computer.
Viruses.
Sorry, mama.
Little viruses.
Sorry.
The little viruses.
I used to fuck my mama computer
All them pop-ups.
Oh my God. I used to turn my mama computers down with LimeWire. Yeah. It's always Apple for me.
Apple.
Yeah, Apple.
Gotta be Apple.
It's gotta be Apple.
Let me ask you guys this. Since you guys are in Houston and Supastar, you've been here forever. Prodigy, you just got here. So I want to ask you guys, Houston scene now. Because I'm not really out in the scenes in terms of the club scene. So you guys tell me how, because a lot of people moving here.
Yeah, which has kind of made it worse.
Right?
Not. No, shout out to you. But I mean, it's just
because it's no longer Houston. No longer,
man. It's TikTok.
Yes, And they want to see the TikTok.
They want to see the TikTok hype.
So what's the new thing now going? Like what's popping? Like for you guys in your, because you guys, I take it you guys both do urban, hip hop, old school, R&B, right? Sometimes
And I do everything.
all type of
It
music.
depends.
Okay.
If I'm at the Texans game or if I'm at somewhere else, I'll play your top 100. I'll
Okay.
play pop. I'll play
Latin,
all of
Okay.
that reggaeton,
Afrobeats.
Afrobeats, all of that.
Oh y'all
Don't
okay?
get an African wedding.
Oh yeah,
we go crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like all night till
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I can't do African wedding.
I've only done an African wedding like twice. I was like, this is heavy. I was like,
They
woo,
don't stop.
this was too much. Just don't stop. I couldn't. I was like, do I need drugs? What is happening here?
I did a
It
Nigerian
was
wedding.
real heavy. I did an Indian wedding where they cussed me out. It's one of my first events that I ever got cussed out. And then an African wedding, I was like, ooh, I can't
Yeah.
party no more. I'm
For real.
tired.
I did a Nigerian wedding.
Yeah.
And it would last like 3. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. So the daddy was like, where are you going?
Yeah, where you
the
going?
music had to stop. He said, here, take 1,000 tips.
Take okay.
I said, oh shit.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
let me
stay
go
here.
ahead. I didn't leave till 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're not gonna leave till 5 o'clock.
And they probably asked me, you want to do a Nigerian wedding or a Jamaican wedding?
I'm good.
Prodigy, you want
I'll be like,
Superstar, you want to do a wedding?
And you said how long?
Right.
It depends on the time of the month, because I mean,
It-
shoot.
yeah, for real. If it's wedding
the
season,
wedding season,
oh, it's
I'ma
all
do
day.
it.
For real.
All day, all night. You're not leaving there until the
Like
lights
5, 6 o'clock.
are
And
coming
you
on.
starting at what time?
Probably 11 o'clock
Yeah, about
p.m.
11, 10 o'clock, 11. All
And
day.
you partying,
But they gonna pay
all
you.
night.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
you
I
gonna
know
get
you-
paid.
But you get tired. You like it's so much.
I don't even
I
know.
be on that now because I be.
Yeah.
I get tired now just from
Yeah.
jumping around how I jump around, so I can only imagine.
I'm early set.
Man,
Nah, I didn't got my
I
OG
be all
status.
day.
So
all
let me ask
day.
you guys this before we get out of here. I know we got to get out of here. Passion, the passion projects that you guys have, that you guys where you guys are spinning, where you guys, what is the thing that you guys like doing the most? I know you guys mentioned R&B was something that was popping right now, but what is the thing that you guys like to spin or like to do while y'all spinning, like or like to see?
Mm.
Well, for me, I am more on the side of education because so I had a DJ school. I opened up a DJ school 2013. Like I was the only female that did. I was really ahead of my time. Now I was ahead of my time. And I know that because nobody wanted to teach me as a female DJ, I had this notion to open up a school to teach other young girls because it was just a lot. And if you had a guy to teach you, they was either hitting on you or, extra shit. I don't stories into that, but um, for me, my passion is because my passion is to leave a legacy of other DJs. I look out now and I see all these other female DJs here in Houston, and I'm like, damn, because it wasn't like that, and at all. And I'm like, well, man, because I don't want to be like, if my shoulders jacked up now. So my thing is, let me give back and teach it the right way. So coming up June 26th, I'm gonna have my DJ for a day. I'm doing my little pop-ups. And I hadn't done any DJ classes since like 2014 because life's been lifing.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, so many people have reached out, and I know that that is my bigger calling, is to give back, because you have to give back so that it can continue to grow the right way. So when you come to one of my classes, you're going to see a turntable. You're going to know how to ride a bike before you get on that motorcycle. So yeah,
That's dope.
that's my
That's
passion.
dope. That's dope. What you got, Prodigy?
I ain't gonna lie, she hit the nail on the head. Education for me, because it's like I'd rather things get back to how it was starting out for me. Like I said, I want people to actually, if you're gonna DJ, I want you to do it the right way. So I would like for even just the outside life and everything just to get progressively back to what it was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like I just want to like, what I say? I want to, what's the words I'm looking for? Like I said, I don't want to say the same thing what she said, but
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's the same.
As long as the
bro.
passion is there.
It's
You know what I
it.
mean?
Like, I just want I want people to just DJ because they want to DJ. Don't look at it because it's some easy money. Like, because a lot of people I feel like are getting into it because, oh, I could just make some money really fast.
You gotta love it, man.
You gotta love
Yeah.
what you're doing. So it's like, don't look at it just for the money aspect. Look at it because you love music. What you know what I mean? Do it for the entertainment purposes. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's dope. Yeah, because you do have to love music, man. In order, you could be skilled to do it, but it's like a preacher or it's like a singer that has. I'm gonna take it to church. It's like a singer that's anointed, right?
Yeah.
You could feel it, what he or she is saying because it resonates. Versus somebody just has the skill
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
They're good, but they're not
They're
touching.
not in it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
in it.
And the same thing when you're using these instruments and you're DJing, or you might say something, you know what I'm saying, and you be like, "Wow!" Like it was so funny. And I'm thinking about this. It's the first time I'm hearing this. I was living in Atlanta at the time, and the dude was like, he was talking about HBCUs, and it was like, if you got if you got more than $20 in your pocket, make some noise.
Man, they do that shit still.
Still to this
Well,
day.
that's the first time I heard that way back.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
like,
yo, that makes
yo,
sense. I'm like, wow, if you graduated from HBCU and you stayed in those lines, man, and you was like,
yeah, I
Yeah.
got
and then he started spinning. It was like, wow, that was dope. That's before I even
Those
started
good,
DJing.
those good segues.
Those were
though.
the best
Those
sets.
good segues.
Man.
For real.
Oh, yeah, the
Man.
best part.
Right? And taking you back, right? So,
Yeah.
Great.
so look, we got to get out of here because we got to pay some bills. So, where you guys going to be spending? I need y'all social media so where people can find y'all, hit y'all in the DMs if they want y'all for a gig, or if they just want to see y'all spin. You feel me? How can they find y'all and where y'all going to be at?
You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those, any platform at I am DJ Prodigy. Shit, Houston, shit, you just gotta catch me because I be so many damn places. It's ridiculous. And like I said, I only been here a month, but I've been bouncing around, so I don't
That's
really
good,
have
man.
anything.
Welcome to the
Getting it.
H.
I don't have anything that's permanent just yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's
Don't
dope.
worry.
Yeah,
It's
coming.
summertime.
You ain't lying.
Y'all could catch me on 93.7 The Beat all the time. Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, Inside the Mix. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm on the radio. You can catch me at Bar 5015 on Fridays, Spaces on Sunday, and Urban Social on Wednesdays. And yeah, I just be in these H-Town streets. I am DJ Supastar, all social media.
Why you don't start a podcast?
I used to have one called She Got the Juice. I feel like it's kind of like, well, let me rewind. I kind of overthink things. And I feel like with podcasts, you got to have that niche, that
Isn't it
niche.
woman's DJ?
Yeah, but
And bring other women on?
I got to figure out. So I did have one. It was called She Got the Juice.
Hold on, we're not going to talk about it on camera.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, so,
Well, I
I'm
may
just
start
thinking
this
about
over.
it.
I've had one, but let me tell y'all. Well, let me say this. I know we gotta go. Radio DJ and DJ it in the clubs and parties is a whole nother
It's
kind
night and
of look
Yeah,
thing.
because it's programmed.
Oh yeah,
it's
and
programmed.
so I've learned a lot. And the school was my first business. I never talked about this. This is the first time I'm gonna say this, but I closed it down, and I'm not scared to say it's not a failure, but I learned because I didn't know. Even though I went to school for business, having a business, doing it by yourself, and kind of stuff is a whole different kind of thing. So now that I'm much more mature and have been in the game and different areas of media, I think this is gonna be like I'm gonna do like turn into a media academy.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So we about to get out of here. So I
Okay.
want this from both of y'all. 3 songs. Right now, at this present day, was 25. This is May 25. 3 songs. If somebody would say, I need your top rap, I need your top R&B, and your top line dance.
Right now, current?
It's like all together.
Or
Your top.
current?
And current. Well, it could be your top and current.
I thought you said current.
Well, current, we already know boots on the ground, but I'm just saying, like,
But current, I was gonna say Heart of a Woman, Summer Walker is like, what? Everybody
Really?
that R&B, what? Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, for you saying current, yeah. Yes.
Summer Walker?
That
So
Heart
give
of a Woman?
Give me your 3. Right now, what you'll play. Rap, R&B, and line.
What I would play?
Yeah, right now. Rap song?
He throwing us on the spot.
Like, wait a minute. Play like where am I at playing these songs?
It's just urban. Urban social.
Is it happy hour or is it what time?
Happy hour.
I don't know. I'm really feeling the tweaker song. If you're doing current.
Current, yeah, current.
Tweaker, of course, Squabble Up, and Heart of a Woman.
Oh, really? You do Squabble Up? You're taking the
Hell
West Coast?
yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Kendrick, like that vibe. Like right now, if you play, like I got my little cue points. Must even on TV off. Like if
second
you
half
play
of
it
it.
like right now, like
That
I
shit
got it
hit.
on mustard,
Yeah.
and it's like but that Squabble Up, I feel like
Doom, doom.
yeah, and I feel like
Doom.
people are getting back into that dancing vibe, almost
Mhm.
that that
The
West Coast,
hyphy,
because even
yeah.
that Nokia song right now, what baby girl,
Oh, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
is on
that-
that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was about to say, that's one of my-
Everybody's on
I hated that
that.
song for a
I'm
long
telling you,
time.
I know,
Baby girl.
baby girl, but
That shit go. That
I
shit
was like, who the
everybody's
hell?
on Drake,
Drake.
I was
and
like-
and that is it.
But it is
That's
hot.
gonna be that's the song right now.
That's what I was about to say. That one for sure.
Okay.
That's the song right now.
R&B. Who I'm going with? R&B.
Victoria Monet. I forgot to say
Huh?
that. You're going with Victoria Monet.
Victor. Oh yeah. Shit. R&B. I be on so many different vibes, yo.
October.
I know he
Look
slide.
how I'm
He
whispering.
slide too. October. Shout
love
out to
him.
October. Yeah.
I love him.
I ain't gonna lie. I like my old shit though. The old shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So I be doing wild shit. I ain't gonna lie. I play some. You remember that Pretty Ricky era? That Pretty Ricky era?
Oh
That's
wow.
that's
grind for me.
come
What's
on.
that?
Yeah,
Grind
for
for
me.
me.
I don't
Oh,
know
Hotline.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
Hotline.
why, but them shits right there.
That
for me,
right there is the
The
shit.
Pretty Ricky.
We playing
Yeah,
Pretty
Hotline.
Ricky on the radio too right now too. I'm telling you, that
grabs
era
people.
is coming back.
But isn't that Pleasant P part of Pretty Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But
Well,
that's
yeah,
that grabs people. You play the Pretty Ricky shit grabs people.
Yeah, Chris. Okay,
yeah.
you know what? Okay, I know we gotta go. This is so quick because you coming from that.
Yeah,
Two up, two
down.
down.
Yeah.
And coming to the South, like, like, how do you feel? Like, are you gonna bring the East Coast vibe
Oh,
to the
yeah,
South, or are
I
you
be
gonna
on- I
like,
be
or
on that.
how?
I be on my East Coast shit, and I ain't gonna lie, I get mixed responses from it.
Mhm.
Some people be like, "Man, go back to the South." Go back. I'm like, bro, I feel
Yeah.
it, but I'm trying to like.
So who's
like,
popping on the East like that right now?
DJ wise?
I mean, just music wise, like, not on your in your
From
underground,
Virginia? Oh,
in your underground. Like, I love the clips.
man, Pusha T.
You know what I'm saying?
Malice.
I love the clips.
yeah.
But some songs here in Houston,
You can't play them.
like you
'Cause
they're
they
gonna
just
look
vibe
at you like,
songs.
what?
It's the
Yeah,
same- it's the
like
same-
I'm
it's the same-
good.
It's the same. It's the same shit. Like, what's his name? What's the guy you were just saying? Zero.
Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, we don't hear that shit back.
Oh
home.
no, you can't
Nah,
hear
that's
that. No, you
underground.
can't
You
play
don't
that.
hear
I
that
wouldn't
back
play
home.
that.
Yeah.
No, and I
Back home,
DJ'd in
They
Baltimore.
gonna
I
fuck
wouldn't
around,
play
throw a
that.
bottle at you.
I'd be like, what is
Cut this out.
that?
But I ain't gonna lie, I like it though. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I like it though.
You play Magoo?
Who?
Magoo.
He talking about
Timberland
who?
Magoo and Genuine and all those cats.
Oh yeah,
Magoo.
I would tell y'all a story
Missy.
about Timberland hurt my
Missy.
feelings.
Missy Fire.
I love Missy.
We got some goats out of Virginia though, man.
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
First of all, happy belated birthday. I
Missy.
love Chris Brown.
Let me ask y'all this:
Yeah.
Chris Brown or R. Kelly?
Chris Brown. What are you talking about, man? Come on, bro.
Hold
R.
on.
Kelly-
Okay, but
Hold
wait a
on.
R.
minute.
Kelly-
Wait,
Hold
up,
wait,
now,
but
you said
it
that too
would
fast
be
now.
no.
Hold
it
on
would,
now.
I mean, I know why you would say because R. Kelly, of course, but I'm like, man, R. Kelly got it fucked up out here right now.
Take out the personal stuff.
I'm about to say he got it. You can't be side with him right now. No, R. Kelly
Man,
got
R.
some
Kelly
fucking
is
heat.
the
Like,
hits.
you could. No, I'm saying for sure.
Because so many people
See,
have
but it's different. It's different. Like,
sampled
yeah,
it.
so like R. Kelly, of course, because that's super legendary
Okay.
shit. But it's like you can't be saying that man's name too.
Why
much.
not?
That man on some wild shit.
But let me tell
I
you
ain't gonna-
something. But Chris Brown, if you play even right now, Chris Brown is
Chokehold.
He has hits
After
after
hits.
hit
Chokehold.
after hit. This little he was 16,
Okay.
Running them.
Well,
Run it.
and people
Run it,
still
right?
and still people still playing that.
Do
Do what you
And
play that?
Hey.
Yo, hey,
Hey,
what?
have you seen
Man.
the?
Girl.
Well, if that's the case,
Yeah,
well,
I
let me
don't know.
compare
I
it to
think
somebody
I'm a
more
Chris
recent.
Brown. Oh, who?
But
Oh,
you said Chris Brown or Usher?
yeah.
oh, don't do that.
Okay,
And now we
man.
started playing Usher old stuff back in '87-01. That Superstar. That song
That's
song
the
came
same- I ain't
out.
gonna lie, that's still on the same.
Usher, that's still on
line,
the same.
like,
But
that's
see,
still-
but Usher, shit, that's Usher.
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 Wanna
My way.
all the
got
way
Usher
to
got-
now.
Shit, that's
That's
I
hard,
would
right?
love
It's
to
just
see them.
different. It's just,
Man,
it's very different. Chris Brown in a lane of his own. Like,
he is.
I
Really.
don't know,
play
man.
that
I like
shit,
Chris
like
Brown.
Chris
I
Brown
love
got
Chris Brown. I'm a
Chris Brown got the
Breezy
older
fan.
crowd and
And
the
the
newer
newer
crowd.
crowd.
You talking
Usher
about
do too.
Usher and
Usher do too.
Usher do,
And
but
R.
it's-
Kelly.
But it's
What?
it's
Get-
R. Kelly.
Get
I gotta
your
throw R. Kelly in.
Black Adam.
no.
If you don't get R. Kelly out this time, out this lineup,
You gonna take R. Kelly out?
Yeah,
okay,
R. Kelly
good.
he got to
honorable mention R. Kelly.
Honorable mention.
But
But Usher and Chris Brown right now are like,
I would love to see that. You know what? I know this be crazy. I would love to see this would be the ideal women's or ideal R&B whatever concert. If you had Usher, Chris Brown, and Trey Songz,
oh yeah, that'd be
and maybe October London,
somebody getting
and
pregnant.
that big, oh my God,
somebody
no, you
gets-
getting pregnant.
somebody getting snatched up.
Somebody's getting
Definitely.
snatched up and pregnant
Definitely.
every concert.
Then you drop it off with. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Nah.
Nah.
Nah, I gotta get out of here,
Yeah.
guys. Look, I'm not gonna call that name no more. So we gotta get out of here, guys. Guys, look, I'm glad you guys tuned in. I know you guys got a lot of some comments, especially with this Usher and this Chris Brown and this. You know, I can't say his name because
Man, set the concert
Don't
up.
say that
We
no
need to set,
more.
somebody who watching this, set that concert
Said
up.
Right.
that would be so
Absolutely,
loud.
that'd be dope, right?
That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
You said what? Usher, Trey Songz, and Chris Brown.
And October
October
London
London.
starting it off.
Wow.
I love October
Let
London.
him open.
That'd
Yeah,
be
let
crazy,
him
right?
open.
Let him open that joint.
What?
Yeah, that'd be
October
crazy.
London open
For
and
sure.
then going to Trey Songz
Yeah,
and
for
then
That would be dope.
what?
I wouldn't go to it though.
Wait, it'd be all
Shit.
women, but that's why you would find all the ladies. All the ladies gonna be there. Shit, you
Shit.
know, probably. I like.
It's too many.
But wait, I can't think. But doesn't one of them pop songs Usher got with Chris Brown? Maybe not. I gotta go back and think.
I think they do have a song
OMG,
together.
Yeah, like that would be so dope.
Yeah, Usher got a
I'ma go
song
back
with
and-
Beyonce,
Will
a couple
I
songs with
Am? I know
Beyonce.
he got a couple songs. I'm gonna go back and think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just wanted to know as a DJ because you know DJs be having different opinions about Chris Brown, Usher when they playing, especially when it's popping, and you know, because you hear Usher, then you come back and hear
I play more Chris Brown in the
Brown.
clubs
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
yeah. So guys, we gotta get out of here, man. Look, guys, again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Look, before we get out of here, social medias one more time. So we
At
get
I am DJ Superstar, SUPASTAR.
At I am DJ Prodigy. I am DJ PRODIGY.
There it is, and this is Black Adam at Costly Distinct. We everywhere. You know where to find me. Look, make sure you go again. Give somebody a hug. If not, you need a hug. Go find a therapist. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Much love to my sponsor, 605 Adult Beverages, Call Audio, Red Core Universe. Much love. I love you guys. You can't do nothing about it. You already know what it is, and we out of here.
Ew.
Yo. Peace.
That was good. We can have this whole